Playgasm Podcast, episode 12. I'm Josh Bicknell, and here with me is Mr. Keith Harbord.
Hello. Why is this episode special? Is it because Kyle's gone?
No, it's because you're here.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Kyle's gone, and I'm here. In his place.
Well, no, you're actually here, for once.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, the last episode you were here for was, what, like in August?
That sounds like a long time ago when you say it that way.
It was a long time ago.
No, I think it was September.
No way, it was August.
No, September.
Alright, it was August,
Anyway.
but whatever.
Anyway, I'm back.
Welcome back,
Kyle's
Keith.
gone, so we have a lot to celebrate.
Why? Because Kyle's gone?
Well, yeah, I mean, we do need to give Kyle a shout out. I hope he's doing alright with his yeast infection.
Wait, Kyle has a yeast infection?
Isn't that why he's not here?
I don't know.
That's what I heard.
So wait, all
Yeah,
week...
so-
Wait,
So good luck with your bread baking, Kyle.
All
Wish you all the
week,
best.
you were threatening Kyle, saying you were going to get back at him for the Chinese
No.
boy comments. And this is the best you can do.
I'm not trying to get back at Kyle. I'm glad he's gone. See, if
I'm
I were to get
confused.
back at Kyle, he'd want to come back and then try to get back at me. So, yeah, I'm just going to skip that whole thing and just tell people the real reason why he's gone.
Because he has a yeast infection.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get on with the podcast, Keith. What have you been up to since August?
Oh, gee. Let's see. Went to Shanghai, China.
Picked up your little boy?
3 days. No, I did not have any people come home with me. It was just me. It was for work, but it was still a lot of fun. Wish I could have stayed longer.
Now, did you buy any games on the street for like $5?
No, because you need a hacked 360 to play any games like that. I could have gotten some PSP games for very, very, very cheap.
Did you actually see any of them?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I went into a shop, some back street, and they had all kinds of games, hacked versions and regular versions.
That's pretty interesting.
Pirated software is very prevalent in China.
Yeah, did you see any gold farmers at all?
No. Oh, I might have, but they didn't advertise to me that they were gold farmers. Plus, I don't speak any Mandarin.
Well, you should next time. Maybe you can get hired.
I don't play WoW, so it doesn't really matter to me.
WoW's not the only game they do that with.
Well, I don't play any games online where I need to get gold.
I know you don't play any games online. I've been trying to play games online with you for a long time.
I've been busy with work. This is my first day off for the last month and a half. So second day off.
That's all you've been up to?
Now, I played some Halo 3 when I got back. I'm not really impressed with the single player. But I played some co-op with my brother. He came over a couple weeks ago and we played on my one day off. It's not too bad. I mean, if you have somebody to play with, it can be fun. We didn't play any multiplayer deathmatch type games yet.
Alright, what do you think about the graphics? Because a lot of people think that they should have been better for the amount of time that it took to make this game.
It's pretty mediocre, but I'm playing on standard def. So maybe on a high def TV it looks better. Maybe you could answer that yourself. But on standard def it looks just pretty average.
I don't know, I haven't played on high definition yet.
So other than that, I haven't really been up to anything. Just work.
Wow. I thought Kyle lived a boring life.
Kyle does live a boring life, but that's not to say I don't live a boring life also.
Did you try the Ratchet and Clank demo? Because I know you're a Ratchet and Clank fan.
No, I haven't even turned on my PlayStation 3 in like a month.
Do you want to try that demo?
I do, but since the game's going to be out this coming week, I might as well just get the game.
Yeah, that's true. I'm getting it.
Not waste my bandwidth.
Alright. That was your one chance to say, hey, I'm Keith, this is me, world. Take it.
World, this is the most boring anti-gamer who does a podcast about gaming ever. Josh, what have you been up to?
Well, first I would like to say that you are not a anti-gamer. You're just somebody
I am lately.
who doesn't have a lot of time. But Let's see. I didn't play any Halo this week. I think I'm getting bored of it now.
Are you going to trade it in?
I don't know.
Because I've heard rumors on the internet that you were going to trade it in.
Yeah, Kotaku did a big article saying Josh
About
Bicknell
you?
might trade in. Yeah, that I might trade in Halo 3, and One Up followed up saying that I might do the same thing because I'm a celebrity.
I heard that about you too.
Yeah.
Thought it was all lies, but
Oh,
it's partially true.
I'm gonna be somebody someday or something.
Hey, maybe
like
you
that.
can be on my podcast someday.
You have a podcast?
Oh, no? It's more of a blogcast.
Do you want to say where it can be found?
Not really.
Good. Fuck the world. I basically spent the week playing demos because I don't really want to get many games right now
And that is what next-gen consoles are for. It's all about the demos.
unless you have the Wii.
That's true. There aren't any demos for the Wii.
No.
Well, you can vote online for stupid stuff on the Wii. Which I also haven't turned on in over a month.
I haven't turned mine on since February.
So what else you been doing besides playing demos?
Yeah, just demos because I'm expecting I have Judgment for next week, which is going to be my big, huge purchase. I've been waiting for this game for a long
Bigger
time.
than Ratchet and Clank?
Wait, what?
Bigger than Ratchet and Clank?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
For me, personally, yes.
Okay.
I'm not a big Ratchet and Clank fan.
That was my okay of disbelief, by the way. Okay.
Well, I don't really like platforming type games like Ratchet and Clank, and I did like the one that you made me buy on the PS2. That was pretty fun.
Wait, what kind of game is Mega Man?
That's a 2D side scroller.
That's not at all platformy.
No, Mega Man's above platforms.
Alright, whatever. Go on.
You got me there. I'm not going to deny it. But it's the Blue Bomber.
Go on.
Fine.
I have Judgment.
I have Judgment. It's going to be amazing. Have you ever seen anything about this game?
No.
I'll have to show you some stuff after.
Okay.
But I picked up Every Extend Extra Extreme on Xbox Live.
And what is that?
It's this weird music type game by the guys at Q Entertainment who made Lumines.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're not a big fan.
At all?
Period?
No.
Yeah.
I played that game for like 20 seconds, hated it, turned it off. I was never a big fan of Tetris, though, either. I don't like puzzle games.
You talking? Oh yeah, Lumines. Well, this isn't a puzzle game. It you have the music and the beat going, and these little things that come flying out, and you blow up to the beat, and the more things that you blow up build into chains. Like strings of things that you blow up, basically. It's kind of hard to describe. I'm not really too sure on it.
Sounds very violent.
Everything sounds violent to you, Jack. Alright, Keith, it is time for our top 5.
Sweet.
And the top 5 for this week would be the most overhyped games. Another tough one for me.
Why is this a tough one for you?
Because there's media hype, and then there's like personal hype, and then you got friends hype.
And you're susceptible to all three.
I'm a sucker.
So this should be really easy for you.
Yeah. No.
Yes, because you get sucked in and you play the game, and then you know the game's no good, and you're like, damn, I wish I hadn't bought this game. I'm going to trade it in. So therefore, you should have the most experience in getting sucked in by the hype.
I do have the most experience getting sucked in.
By the hype.
If that's what you want to call her.
Him?
So why don't you read off Kyle's list?
Alright, I'll read Kyle's. Number 5, he has any Grand Theft Auto after 3. I think he's full of crap. Number 4, Madden. Yeah, I can see why Madden's on the list. Madden's generally overhyped every year, but people will buy it no matter what.
Like you.
And you, number 3, which I agree with, is BioShock. Number 2, which technically shouldn't be on his list since it's not out yet, is Spore. And in parentheses, he has Vaporware, ?
I don't get having Spore on there, but I'm going to talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Number 1 on his list is Halo 3, which I agree with to some extent.
I agree with completely.
All right, why don't you do your list?
No, why don't you do your list?
All right, I'll do my list.
Okay.
At number 5, I have Metal Gear Solid. What is the next one coming out?
When is it?
No, what is it?
What?
What is it? Overhyped, nonsensical, fighting bullshit game?
I have to argue with you on Metal Gear.
Why?
Because Metal Gear is not overhyped.
Yeah, it is.
In fact, no, there is really not much hype surrounding any Metal Gear except for 4, the one that's coming out on the PlayStation 3.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you have Metal... Oh. You win this round, Keith!
Number 4 is Spore, and I completely agree with Kyle calling it Vaporware because this game came out, or at least was partially shown in, was it E306?
Yeah, I think it was 06.
And we haven't really seen a whole lot of new content.
Well, the last I heard about Spore, EA said it was delayed indefinitely.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah,
but that wouldn't surprise me.
They delayed it so they can use the team to do something else, or so they can just stop answering questions like when is it coming out and just work on the game.
The game that may or may not ever come out.
It'll come out.
I don't think there's a point to Spore. Spore's going to be one of those games that doesn't really have an ending, but it's also not really interactive enough to keep people occupied or interested. But that's just my 2 cents, because I'm not really impressed by Spore at all.
Either way, I won't get it.
No, neither will I. Number 3 is technically 2 games, Halo 2 and Halo 3. The hype surrounding both Halo 2 and 3 has just been astronomical, especially Halo 3. But neither one of these games really looks like much of an improvement over Halo 1. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, the biggest difference between 1 and 2 was the fact that they added online play. And there was really not much difference between 2 and 3, except that they added, I guess, some equipment and rebalanced the weapons and stuff like that.
Whoop-de-doo.
Well, they did add Forge in Theater. And
yeah, but that's not really increasing the gameplay or the value of what you purchased.
It is increasing the package, but it's not increasing the gameplay.
Whatever.
Forge, how is Forge not increasing the package?
It's nothing.
You can basically make your own
You can do
modes.
a lot more with a lot of other games. I mean, user-created content is been so huge on the PC for so long that Forge is like not even a big deal.
Right, but for a console, this is a big deal.
No, for a Microsoft console, it's a big deal.
Ooh.
Moving on.
Number
2, Pokemon. Any/all. Fuck Pokemon. Fuck all those stupid trading games that all you do is have little battles between one monster and another monster, and you collect stupid crap. Just go away. I'm tired of it.
Hey, Keith.
No more Pokemon. What?
My Pokemons, let me show you them.
No. Death to Pokemon.
I like Pokemon.
Yes, and you're one of those people who will buy multiple different versions of the same goddamn game.
No, you are wrong.
Really? How many Pokemons do you have? Tell me.
The only Pokemon game I have ever bought was Pokemon Diamond for the Nintendo DS.
You didn't get
Pearl? The only one ever.
You didn't get Pearl?
Nope.
Alright. I bet Kyle did, because he's a sucker.
Well, both of them are the same game, except they have like the last Pokemon is different between the two.
Yeah, that's retarded.
You're retarded. Right. You don't get it.
Number 1, BioShock. And I know everyone's going to disagree with me, except for Kyle, because it's on his list too. But to me, BioShock, not worth the hype surrounding it.
I'm not going to disagree with you, except for the fact that I don't think there was a whole lot of hype surrounding this game.
Oh, there was on podcasts. When this game came out, and right before it came out, every goddamn video game podcast and its brother was hyping this game through the freaking stratosphere. They could not say enough good things about this game. And then when the demo came out, I'm like, what? Why? This game isn't that great. It doesn't look that great. It's underwater, which is just kind of annoying to me. It seems very linear. And then when I heard how the ending went, where it didn't even matter how many of the little girls you saved or how many you killed, you either had to do most of them or just a couple of them. I don't know. It's just too much hype.
Can you swim?
Yeah.
Because you're drowning here.
Dude,
right.
I'm a good swimmer.
All right. I'm going on to
let's
my
hear
list.
your list.
All right. Number 5 would be Killer Instinct 2. Do you know what Killer Instinct is?
I have no clue.
It is a fighter for the Super Nintendo and the arcade. But Killer Instinct 2...
Wait, did you say Killer Instinct 2?
Instinct.
Okay. That's what I thought you said.
I hate you. But 2 was... there wasn't much media hype around it, from what I remember. This was one of the ones I was talking about where your friends are into it, and they build it up and build it up, and then you get it, and you're kind of let down by it, and you say, fuck you, I'm not talking to any of you anymore.
Neither of my friends talked about it, so it must have just been your friends.
You don't have any friends.
I said neither. I have 2.
Who's that? Me and
You and
Kyle?
You and Gary. Kyle's not my friend. He says mean things about me that aren't true while I'm not here.
Kyle loves you, Keith. He wants to bend you over.
I don't think that has anything to do with friendship.
Yeah, he just wants to show you his love stump. But anyways, Rare made Killer Instinct, the famed Nintendo developers group, who also made RC Pro-Am. Great game that was, right?
I liked RC Pro-Am, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they fucked up with Killer Instinct 2, and I hate them for it. And I'm glad they got sold to Microsoft, and I'm glad they're slowly dying. But, number 4 would be Grand Theft Auto Everything.
You're evil.
Why?
You're not a gamer.
What?
Yes, I said it. How can you not like any of the Grand Theft Auto games?
I'm not saying I don't like them. I'm just saying there's a lot of hype around them.
Right, but the topic is 5 overhyped games.
And
so
Grand Theft Auto is not overhyped?
No, I think the hype that came out surrounding not Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas was right on the money. Those games are very good games.
But yet you won't finish San Andreas.
Dude, alright. If I have to defend what I said about that in my list, San Andreas is one of those games that I like to turn on and drive around in or just cause general mayhem in. I don't have to go and do all the missions and finish the missions to feel like I've accomplished something in that game. Sometimes you just want to blow off steam and cause a lot of chaos and damage.
Right, I understand that. But does that mean that these games deserve the hype, concerning that you're not even willing to finish one of them?
It's one that I keep going back to and playing, so yeah, it definitely deserves the hype if it keeps me coming in and playing that game. If I continue to enjoy the game, then it's not overhyped.
Different strokes, I guess. Grand Theft Auto sucks. Number 3 would be Mortal Kombat 3. Yeah, too much hype around this. The game sucked. Midway dropped the ball.
I think they all sucked. Mortal Kombat games always suck.
Don't start. Do not start with me. Mortal Kombat 2 is great.
This coming from a person who's addicted to Street Fighter.
Oh, I played Street Fighter this week too.
I knew it.
Yeah. Street Fighter 4 was announced, by the way.
Great.
You gonna get it?
Hell no.
Mortal Kombat 3. Midway just came off of having Mortal Kombat 2 like a year or two before. I think this came out in like 95 or something.
Was this before or after the movie that was really good?
This was just before, I believe.
I say really good with all due sarcasm.
No, because the second movie had the robots in it. Did you even see the second movie?
Hell no, I didn't see the first movie.
You were
I'm not susceptible to hype like you are.
I'm not.
Hype whore.
Keith, you're out of your element.
Okay, tell me, why did you like Mortal Kombat 3 so much again?
I'm not saying I liked it. I'm saying it was way overhyped. It was crap.
Well, you shouldn't have listened.
I'm a sheep.
Alright, I'll cut you some slack on that one.
Number two would be Crackdown. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I played some Crackdown over at Mark's.
It was fun for like the first 5 minutes. And then once you got past the physics and being able to throw things across the world or whatever, it got really old really quickly. And the game itself sucked.
You know, for hating sandboxy games, you sure own a lot of sandboxy games.
I don't hate sandboxy games.
Yes, you do. You hate all Grand Theft Auto games. Crackdown's number 2 on your most overhyped games list. You're never going to finish, what was that other Microsoft?
Saints Row.
Yeah, Saints Row. You're never going to finish Saints Row. But you own these games? You didn't throw them away?
When did I say I hate Grand Theft Auto games?
It's on your list, number 4.
Just because it's on my overhyped list doesn't mean I hate it.
Overhyped generally means that it doesn't live up to the hype, meaning that your expectations were higher than what the game was able to achieve. So therefore, you didn't really like the game.
Stop trying to outsmart me, Keith. It's not possible. Confirmed.
Okay,
Confirmed next week. Top 5 games you hate the most.
Seems redundant, but okay.
So do you. My number 1 would be Halo 3.
What? You didn't like Halo 3? What kind of fanboy are you?
I miss Kyle.
I'm sure he misses you too, but not enough to be here.
No, Halo 3, there was just way too much in it. Not the game, but I mean, within the hype and the advertisement. I mean, we even had some idiot on the podcast drinking the Mountain Dew version of their drink.
You were drinking the Mountain Dew version of their drink before it even came out.
Hey, I'm not naming names here, okay?
It was you.
Way to point the fingers, jackass.
That's what I'm here to do.
Video game music challenge time.
We still have
Yay. Yeah.
that? Awesome.
Well, we didn't do one the other week because Kyle didn't want to.
I heard it was because you were lazy.
No, it was because Kyle didn't want to.
Matter of fact, I heard from you that you just didn't feel like doing one that week.
No, that was Kyle acting as me. He took my screen name and he messaged you saying that I don't want to do it.
He's sneaky.
Yeah.
And I hope that yeast infection clears up, because we need him back.
Man. But, did you know what the video game music challenge was? By any chance?
I have no clue.
Alright, well, it was from Kingdom Hearts.
I don't think
I don't think you played that game.
That's a Disney game.
So, it's a Square game.
I hate Walt Disney.
How can you hate Mickey Mouse?
Pretty easily. I don't worship rats.
Oh, but you worship wolves and dogs?
I heard dogs are wolves. Wolves are dogs. Something like that.
Well, nobody guessed it, unfortunately. All of our one listeners didn't guess it.
Oh, better luck next time.
It hurts my feelings, Keith.
Both of them?
One of them.
Well, you're a man. You can't have both of them heard at the same time.
Exactly. So here is this week's video game music challenge.
So if you know the name of this week's video game music challenge music, you should
Message
what?
Josh on the forums.
Oh yeah, private message, because Josh likes to have his messages privatized.
I do. And if you want to put a little love note in there, go ahead.
Message Josh's privates on the forum at www.playgasm.com/forum.
Well, you said that pretty well.
I've said it before, usually incorrectly.
I usually fumble it. Alright, and we are finally at our final discussion.
Hopefully it's going to be a 2-minute warning type discussion.
Do you want it to be a 2-minute warning discussion?
Yeah, why not? Let's cram everything we have to say into 2 minutes.
Alright, then I gotta get my little timer ready.
You have a timer?
I do.
Does it make some weird little video game music noise at the end?
No,
Oh, I don't like it then.
I don't like you.
That's a given.
Who wants to? Do you want to start?
I'll start by saying what the topic is, and that is that EA forecasts the death of dedicated consoles. The only thing I really have to say about that is EA really has its head so far up its own ass that you can't expect what they come out with to actually come to fruition. Basically, EA's been behind the curve in video gaming for, I would say, the last 6 to 10 years. I mean, basically, they've been resting on their laurels by just putting out new versions of basically the same sports franchises that they've had for a long time, like Madden, Tiger Woods.
That's not true.
College football.
They came out with EA Playground or whatever for the Wii.
Woo. Great. So what I'm trying to say is EA's forecasting the death of the console is more about them predicting the rise of the simple casual video gaming system or whatever casual video games that will run on a set-top box. I just don't think it's going to happen. I think casual gaming is going to increase in market share, but you're never going to get rid of the hardcore gamers who want dedicated systems that are basically made to run a next-gen game.
Hey, I have a question for you.
High def. Yeah.
Do you have anything for the 2 minutes?
No.
So why am I doing the 2-minute warning?
What do you mean?
You started out by saying the topic, and then you went right into your 2 minutes.
You get 2 minutes of your own.
But you never let me start the clock.
Ah! Fuck the clock. Fuck EA. Fuck EA's anti-competition. F their anti-innovation. F their no field goal nets behind the freaking uprights in Madden. EA should just die. Go.
All right.
Yes.
See, I got one for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, I agree with everything Keith said. No, personally, I would hate to see one platform for console gaming. I think part of the rush of being a console gamer is on one console you have these games, on the other you have these games. And for me, that's kind of exciting because, on Sony I can look forward to the Ratchet and Clanks. On Microsoft I can look forward to Viva Pinata and
Halo 3.
Viva Pinata. And on the Wii, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, but that's delayed. So, yeah, I personally would hate to see something like that because I like owning all the consoles. That's part of the pleasure in it for me because they all offer something different. They all have their own different online strategies, and I enjoy that. It doesn't always make sense, hello Frank Codes, but it works, and that's how I like it.
And there's generally competition between the consoles.
Right, you do have competition. If you have one platform, I think everything's going to become so saturated and stale. It's just going to become boring.
What are we talking about? Go ahead.
A lot of developers are moving away from the PC type platform because of piracy. Now EA is looking to build they expect a PC style platform as a console. What's the difference?
Well, I think what they're talking mainly about is having like channels, like a Microsoft channel, a Sony channel, a Nintendo channel, and the content would actually stream through that channel into the set-top box and then be played right then and there on the TV.
Has EA never heard of the Phantom?
Apparently not.
Because that's exactly what they're talking about.
Well, to me, what's interesting about what EA's saying is that when Sony came out with the PS2, originally they envisioned it as being an entertainment center for the living room. Then when the PS3 came out, they said the same damn thing. Well, as far as I can tell, there's nothing on the PS3, at least not in the United States, that is going to make the PS3 replace my TiVo. So until that happens, you're always going to have consoles separate from set-top boxes. I think, if anything, the console is going to replace the set-top box, not the other way around.
Like I said, I would hate to have one unified platform. One box. I get to show off what I have. I have a 360. Everybody goes, oh, you have a 360. Did it red ring yet? And I say, no, it didn't. They say, you have a PS3. You're gay. And I say, I know. And then they say, you have a Wii. And I say, yep, I like to run around the house with my dick in my hand. And that's basically it.
So you just like the consoles because people make fun of you because of them?
Yes. My life is sad.
Do you have anything else to say?
What, about my dick in my hands?
No. About how people make fun of you and your feeling.
No.
That once got hurt.
No.
But because you're a Yeti, you turned it off.
God damn you. But EA, you're out of your mind. Yes. To think that there's going to be one platform, I hope it never happens. If anything, I hope that if there is going to be one platform, it is made by somebody who actually knows hardware and it is not Microsoft.
I think that's redundant, but yes, I agree.
It's never going to happen to begin with. You're never going to get companies like Sony and Nintendo, especially Nintendo, and Microsoft to say, hey, we give up the console war.
Not as long as they're making money by selling the hardware like Nintendo is.
Even then, I don't think that you're ever going to see, like Microsoft, do you think that they're ever going to really back out now?
No. There's no incentive for Microsoft to do it. It would take a third party that isn't Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft to put something together. And they would have to demonstrate over a period of time that it's a successful business model before any of the big three jumped on board. So I don't think it's going to happen.
I think it would take more than a few years because you have the Xbox name, you have the PlayStation name, the Nintendo name. If some third party comes in now, they're going to be like, well, who the fuck is this and why the fuck should I pay attention to them?
Unless it's like TiVo.
Even TiVo.
If a company like TiVo did it and they partnered with some other big software names and then created channels, I can see it taking off to some extent, but I don't think it'll ever get to the point where EA is talking about.
I think even TiVo doing it would be a big stretch because they are not known in the realm of gaming.
Not yet.
Even
but
that,
everybody's got to start
ever.
somewhere. Well, everyone's got to start somewhere. Even Nintendo had to start somewhere. I mean, when Nintendo and even Atari, when Atari came out, I mean, what the hell kind of name is Atari for anything in the United States? You don't think?
But that's back when you guys were all stupid and young.
Yes. But it still was a $100 machine, and it didn't really play a lot of great games. They were just really simple games, but they were fun. So maybe that's all it was going to take. I mean, look how popular the Wii became, and it doesn't really play any great games. It just plays simple, fun games.
I suppose, but to your TiVo discussion, I think if a company like TiVo is going to get into it, something that they should do is get somebody like GameTap or something to make something for their unit.
Yeah,
You've seen GameTap, right?
I don't see why that's not possible. Yeah, I know what GameTap is.
Yeah, to take GameTap, which recently just got 1,000 games on their service, by the way. That would be big. But I still don't think that you would ever see a PlayStation, Wii, and Xbox channel on it, or Nintendo channel.
No, probably not.
It's going to take a hell of a lot more than EA or TiVo or anybody to drive the big three out, so fuck you, EA, you're stupid.
I agree.
So that's all I have to say.
Alright, let's wrap this up.
Do you have any shoutouts?
I want to give a big shout out to my nephew Nick over in Germany. And I want to give a shout out to Kyle. Good luck baking that bread, buddy.
I would like to give a shout out to Kyle. I'm sorry I tried to calm Keith down, but he fought me too much. And a shout out to the Player One podcast for reaching their big 1-year anniversary.
Oh yeah, congrats.
Yeah, you can hear us on there. We made fools of ourselves.
I didn't.
Yeah, let me tell you, by the way, you never want a wake-up call from Kyle.
No.
Basically,
that's true.
We had to get together to do a quick recording to say congratulations to the Player One podcast. And the only time we could do it was early in the morning.
By early, he means like 9:30.
Yeah. But that's early for me. Most of the time. But anyways, I slept in that morning. I didn't mean to. Most of the mornings you get up around 7. I get a phone call from Kyle at 9 in the morning saying, where the fuck are you? And I was like, what the fuck? I
I
thought
wondered where you were too, but I wasn't going to call you.
I hate both of you.
You're welcome.
That's my shoutouts. Yeah, that's about it. You can dig us at digg.com. Our forums are... Go ahead, Keith.
www.playgasm.com/forum.
Damn, you're good at that.
Repetition.
Alright, so we're out.
Later.
Goodbye. I miss Kyle. I like Pokemon.